So, pagpusa naman.
For this afternoon, we are going to continue about the contextualizing literacy. That's one for Filipino learners. Can you read, everyone?
Researchers and academic experts Robert G. and Erickson published a paper that defines contextualized learning as a practice that endures the link theoretical to comparing learning to practical, real-world context. In the Philippines, localizing strategies of teaching improve the learner's reading performance than the common reading strategies.
So, according to Burns and Erickson, also the Patricia M., which defines the contextualized learning as a method that aims to connect theoretical concepts taught during learning with the real-world practical application. When we talk about real-world practical application, it is a kind of activity, or it is a kind of approach that as a teacher you need to let the students experience what you need to integrate your activity into real world application in which the student experiences it, and that is why it's contextualizing literacy for Filipino learners. In that way, the learners can gain or can attain knowledge into experience. Next, category number 1.
The underlying theme behind the use of contextualized learning activities is simple. It recognizes that in building instructional context that adult learners are familiar with, learners more readily understand and assimilate those instructions.
So in addition to the first slide, actually, when we talk about local context, it is an approach that if you as a teacher, you need to specifically design or align your activities to cultural or the culture of each student, and also for example, for the standard reading strategies is phonics, the comprehension, phonics, and that is why the contextualizing research, Byrne and Erickson state that a local context can be more effective into teaching than the standard reading strategies, because in real life situation of the students, during the experience, the students can gain more knowledge if they experience it. So, next. According to Malcolm Knowles, in simpler terms, it means that people, especially adult learners, tend to learn better when the material is presented in a way that relates to their everyday experiences or situations they are already acquainted with. By connecting new information to what learners already know or have experienced, it becomes easier for them to comprehend and integrate the new knowledge into their existing understanding. And also, this approach, the contextualizing approach, is a kind of acknowledge the importance of real-life relevance and practicality in the learning process of the students. So let's proceed to the objective. Well, in this discussion, we are expected to discuss the importance of contextualization in teaching, and we are also expected to choose a wide array of classical and contemporary literary pieces written in a local setting appropriate for a specific grade level. So, can you read everyone?
One of the key features of the new curriculum is
nurtures a deep connection to one's culture and heritage. So it explains that why do we need to contextualize? It is because we need to contextualize our activity. We need to contextualize our activity as a teacher for us to give us to impart knowledge into our students in order for them to be able to learn, to gain knowledge through their culture, like from their culture or what culture they belong. Next.
This is the concept of contextualization and validation, which is also labeled in many studies as contextualizing teaching and learning, truly aligns with the trust and mandates of the Department of Education. In its vision mission statement, the Department of Education is mandated to protect and promote the rights of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education. Article 16, Section 14 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution states that the state shall foster the preservation, enrichment, and dynamic evolution of a Filipino national culture based on the principle of unity and diversity in a climate of free and artistic and intellectual expression. Section 5 of the same article stipulates that the state shall take into account regional and secure needs and conditions and shall encourage local planning in the development of educational policies and programs.
So overall, these constitutional provisions reflect the Philippines' commitment to cultural preservation, diversity, and localized education policies, all aimed at promoting a vibrant national culture and a responsive educational system that respects the country's rich heritage and regional differences of every learner. Now let's proceed to why use to contextualize approach. Kindly read Gia.
According to these educational theories and cognitive psychology research, the contextual learning approach is effective because it aligns with how people naturally learn, promotes engagement, and enhance understanding by connecting learning to real-life experiences and concepts.
So the first theorist is John Dewey. Dewey emphasized the importance of experiential learning and believed that learning should be rooted in real-life experiences. According to Dewey, learners understand and retain knowledge and retain knowledge better when it's embedded in meaningful context. Like for example, in field trips. One of the best tools that can be used to provide every student a real-world experience is a field trip. We observe that there are also teachers that they implemented field trips to their students. It is because through experience, the students' experience is that they can gain knowledge and they can also share those knowledge that they understand to their other peers. Next is Vygotsky. So according to Vygotsky, sociocultural theory highlighted the role of social interaction and cultural context in learning. So from the word social interaction is interaction between you and me, and between the students and the teacher, and between students to students.
Yes.
For example, is problem solving. Can you read Patricia?
Problem solving. Promote the development of critical thinking skills, problem solving abilities, and communication skills.
So, in problem solving, it can build the confidence of the students. It is because from the word problem, from the word solving, it really helps the students to solve not a major problem, but a minor problem within the school or within the activities that the teacher will provide. And in that way, the confidence of the students can be built. Next.
Bruner's constructivist theory emphasized the importance of structuring learning experiences in a way that helps learners build on their existing knowledge. He advocated for scaffolding or providing support to learners as they engage with new information in a meaningful context.
So, for example, is a think aloud and guided practice. Think aloud guided practice is a kind of activity that the teacher provided. Like for example, the teacher provide a story book, and the teacher would read it first, and the teacher will ask the student if the teacher will ask the students about I predict that this would be happen next into the story, or the teacher would ask a question. The teacher would ask a question. What did or how did, like think aloud from the word itself. Think aloud. You let the student think. What is the next next step, or what is the next that would be happening in the story, so that they can dictate that this would be the
Next scene.
this would be the next scene. Oh yes, the next picture. Yan na. Okay, next.
Contextualized teaching and learning approaches have been proven to be grounded in pedagogical theory, real-world application, specificity, sped.
Okay, pedagogical theory. Daryl, can you read it, please?
Contextual learning activities are aligned with the mainstream pedagogical body of knowledge, including motivation theories, social learning theories, problem-centered learning, and modern psychological and physiological research around how human brains learn.
So, in pedagogical theories, it includes the motivation theories. From the word motivation theories, it helps the teacher. It helps the teacher to motivate the every learners of what they did or what they do. And like for example, like the teacher would say very good, you did it great. And then social learning theories. From the word social, it is called about interaction between the students and with other students, and the interaction between teacher and the students. Next is problem-centered learning, solving real-world problems within the classroom setting. So incorporating this pedagogical theories and insights from psychology and neuroscience, contextual learning activities can create a more effective and engaging learning experience for students, promoting their understanding, retention, and application of knowledge. Next, Liza, kindly.
Real-world application. Rather than teach for the abstract or theoretical world, using contextual learning strategies helps companies prepare their employers to take on real-world challenges that their staff
faces in the workplace. So, in real-world application, in the classroom setting, it is a kind of activities that the teacher would provide for the students for them to be able to take the challenges of the real world happening in the classroom. Like if they experience if they experience those activities, they can think what would be the solution of every experience that they encounter. So next. For example of real-world application is role playing, gaming, and whatsoever. Like if you had to remember during your elementary days, I know for sure your teacher would give you an activities like you act and you can't. And that is called role playing. Next. Gragas. Can you read?
Specificity. Because the contextual learning approach to training, our first relies on context. Trainers can offer content built to deal with company-specific context in mind.
So, the specificity offered by the contextual learning approach allows organizations to create training programs that are finely tuned to their unique circumstances, ultimately leading to more effective workforce development and better alignment with the company's goals or the school or the goals of the teacher that would be the goal of the teacher that the learner would be able to achieve. Next, speed. Argos, please speed.
By focusing on the big picture. First, more on this later. This training approach trains employees much quicker than the traditional roll, doodle, walk, run approach.
So when we talk about big picture approach, big picture first approach, this training method starts by giving employees an overview of the entire subject or skill they need to acquire. So in a big picture first approach, the teacher would give an overview about the subject that will be able to teach that the teacher would teach at the moment she entered the classroom. Overview of the subject. And when we talk about crawl, toddle, walk, run, this can lead to quicker learning because they understand the context and can see how individual components fit into the larger framework. So in essence, the big picture first approach accelerate employees training by offering a comprehensive view of the subject matter, fostering understanding, motivation, and efficient development. So, back to our second objective, I have here a literary pieces examples in a specific grade level. Like for example, in the grade level of 1 and 2, the title is Ang Alamat ng Pinya or The Legend of the Pineapple. So the author of the Alamat ng Pinya is Virgilio S. Almario. So the description of this alamat is, this is a Filipino folk tale adapted for young readers, teaching them about the origin of pineapples and the value of hard work and patience. So for the grade 3 and 4 naman, the title is Si Pagong at Patsing, The Turtle and the Monkey. Author is Jose Rizal. The description is a fable by the national hero of the Philippines, teaching important moral lessons through the interactions of two animals. And last is for the grade 5 and 6, The title is No Imitangeri, Touch Me Not. Author is Dr. Ziricha. The description is an iconic novel that explores the social and political issues in the Philippines during the Spanish colonial period. So this can be simplified or accepted for this age or group. And that's all.